Okay, new at midday, we are getting a look at a routine traffic stop that turned into a drug bust earlier this month. It happened on Saturday, March 1st. Brookhaven police pulled over a vehicle along Buford Highway, and that's when officers say they smelled marijuana. A search uncovered a stash of illegal drugs, including cocaine, meth, marijuana, hydrocodone pills. Police say that the seizure highlights their ongoing effort to keep dangerous substances off the streets and improve community safety.
One tech cover traffic stop. Be on Beaver Highway, Bravo Road, going into Northeast Plaza, Georgetown.
Is there any marijuana in the car? Any marijuana? No? Were you guys smoking in the car earlier? Yesterday? Before?
I smoke cigarettes.
You smoke cigarettes? Okay.
All right, y'all, go ahead and step out of the car, okay? It smells like marijuana, so we have to search the vehicle.
Yeah, but I smoke cigarettes. That's why I called him.
No, but I told you I smell marijuana. She also confirmed the smell of marijuana. There you go. Hey, what is this?
I didn't know it was in that bag.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. The drugs, whose are they? They are yours? Are they hers?
They're not hers. They're not mine. But she didn't know that the bag was there.
Okay. Were you aware that bag was there?
I was aware the bag was there, but I wasn't aware.
So she has nothing to do with it from what we saw.
I hadn't looked in that bag.
You hadn't looked in that bag?
No, like I said, it wasn't my bag.
It wasn't your bag?
Some of that stuff in that car isn't mine. Because I was telling whoever, was that you that was just in here? Somebody
No,
else?
that was another officer.
Yeah, I moved out of the apartment, so some of that stuff in that in the car isn't mine. I would either hold it for somebody or take it to somebody.
Okay.
So,
But you were aware that the bag was there, but you know what it contained?
right, I was aware that the bag was there, but I didn't. I was just asked, hold it for me for a few days and then give it back to me when I come back.
Okay.
But I know how this goes.
Where were you supposed to take it to?
I was just waiting for somebody to come back in town. And then
To pick it up? Get it from you?
Reason I'm stopping you is you were driving over the edge line. Want to make sure you're not texting and driving on your phone or anything.
No.
Where are you going?
To PA.
PA?
Yeah.
What do you have? What are you hauling?
I'm moving.
Oh, you're moving?
Yeah.
Can we look in the back?
Yeah.
You want to come back there with me?
Mm-hmm.
What's in the back? Furniture? What are you?
Yeah, furniture.
Where are you coming from?
To Oklahoma.
Who put the stuff in the back of the U-Haul? You're coming from Oklahoma? Where are you going? I thought you said PA. I got to advise you of your Miranda warning, so you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used in the court of law. Right to have an attorney present will ask any questions. If you cannot afford one, the court will pull one for you at no cost.
A group of thieves hit a Seattle pot shop early this morning, and this time they got away with tens of thousands of dollars worth of merchandise in just a couple of minutes.
Surveillance video captures the group waiting outside with shopping bags as others rammed that car right through the front of the business multiple times to get inside. Then almost a dozen people run in the store, grabbing everything they can. The timestamp on the video shows they were in and out in about 2 minutes.
It happened around 3:20 this morning at Forbidden Cannabis Club on the 2400 block of East Union Street. That's in the Central District, and that's where KOMO's Lynn Ann Wynn joins us live. Lynn Ann, this isn't the first time this has happened to this particular business.
Right, Eric and Molly, the store manager here, tells me that they've had their other locations also hit over the years, and this latest incident bears some similarities to at least one other incident we reported on last month.
The rest of the day is looking like a lot of cleanup.
Surveillance cameras at Forbidden Cannabis Club captured this coordinated effort of about a dozen people seen waiting outside the store with shopping bags, ready to do a very different kind of shopping, using a car to smash through the front of the store multiple times before several people run inside grabbing everything they can. All in all, an estimated tens of thousands of dollars worth of merchandise. And store manager Austin Bren says it's not the first time.
It's very, very rare that there are harsh enough penalties. They know, they're young, they're quick, they're in and out, and most of them just get let off. You know, they get let out on bail and they go right back out and they do it again.
Bren says he's been looking into putting in extra security measures like drop-down doors, but says trying to get other measures like bollards are very time-consuming to get approved by the city. In March, a large group of a dozen thieves hit Cush 21 in Burien, getting around the bollards there by just prying the front door open to get inside. No one was arrested in that incident, and investigators say it's too early to tell if the two are related. State legislators were considering a proposed law earlier this year to deter these types of crimes. Senate Bill 6133 would have increased the penalties for criminals convicted of robbing pot shops, but it didn't make it past the House of Representatives.
You hear about this 2, 3, 4 times a week. Oh yeah, this store got robbed, this store got robbed, this store got robbed. They're stealing vehicles, and then after stealing vehicles and robbing a place and causing all this damage, they get let out within a day.
And back out here live, the store has been able to get the front doors here boarded up pretty quickly, and they hope to have the store back open by later today. Reporting live in the Central District, Lynn Ann Wynn, KOMO News.
Lynn Ann, thank you. Seattle police are also investigating 2 incidents at a different pot shop. Early Saturday morning, someone tried smashing a car into Have a Heart Greenwood. That's at 3rd Avenue Northwest and Northwest 85th Street. The suspect never made it inside and took off. But then early yesterday, a group of 4 or 5 people rammed a stolen Hyundai into that same store. This time, they got in and stole some cash and then got away in a different car. Police want to hear from anyone with information about either case. Have a Heart Greenwood was previously hit by crash and grab crooks back in November when a group of burglars caused significant damage and got away with $10,000 in product.
A massive marijuana bust in the high desert. Thousands of bags of weed valued at more than $100 million. And they say that's a conservative estimate. An undercover operative with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department telling us it's among the biggest busts he's ever seen.
It was pretty surprising. Yeah, I think we would have to edit out some of the comments that people made when they came around the corner and saw the amount of bags that were in there.
The Sheriff's Department says they were tipped off to the operation in Oak Hills by complaints that came in from members of the community.
During the service of the search warrant, a cultivation was not located, but we did locate a large building that contained over 3,000 bags of processed marijuana, which was mid to high grade level marijuana, totaling over 93,000 pounds.
Illegal marijuana grows continue to be a scourge for law enforcement in the high desert.
At the height of it in 2021, 2022, during Operation Hammer Strike, we had upwards of 1,400 illegal marijuana cultivations in the high desert.